What's going on, guys? Nameless here, bringing you guys a brand new video. And today, I want to give you guys, a little feedback from PAX. I know I haven't talked to you guys about that. I've been, procrastinating making a video on it, but I finally got around to doing it. And but before we get into anything, this is a team scrim from yesterday versus Team Curse. This is their new roster, their newly acquired fourth Miracles, and with our new roster, with our newly acquired fourth Killa, or Adam, as you guys know. We did make a roster change, and I will get into that later. But I want to talk about PAX first. For those of you who don't know, PAX was an invitational event hosted by Major League Gaming based on pro points. The top 8 teams from North America got invited, so it was the top 8 best teams in North America based on their pro point standings. And we attended there. We actually won the event, for those of you who don't know. We beat Complexity in the finals, 4-1 map count. It was an awesome tournament. I loved it. I'm going to give you guys a little breakdown of what happened each day for those of you who don't know and didn't watch the whole thing. Actually, it was pool play, so every team played every team. So you played all other 7 teams, and you played all 3 maps, whether you lost 2-0 or 2-1 or whatever. It wasn't really a series. There's just 3 maps you play versus every team, and whoever has the best record, the top 4 teams with the best record, advance on the last day. And the first day, we actually got off to a hot start. We played Envious right off the rip. We won 2-1 map count, which was an awesome momentum boost. We beat them. Parasite wanted to beat Karma, and I wanted to beat Envy really bad, so we showed up and played to beat them 2-1. Our next match, we played Bad History. We 3-0'd them fairly quickly, and then after that, we played Soar, and this was an important match. We 3-0'd them, so we really showed up to play on that Friday. I'm proud of the way my team played that day. Everything clicked, and we played extremely well. The next day is a different story. We showed up there early in the morning. We really didn't get too much sleep on Friday night. Amateur mistake, I know you need to get rest, but for some reason we couldn't fall asleep. We only got like 4 hours of sleep, maybe 5, that's pushing it, on Friday night, and no excuses. I know you should get sleep, but for some reason we just didn't. We played Complexity in the afternoon. We lost to them 0-3, which was such a disappointing loss. After that, we played Team Caliber, and we lost to them 1-2, so we went 1-5 map count on Saturday, which was horrible. We got a huge lead on everybody on Friday, and then we just got right back into we got right back into where everybody else was at on Saturday by losing all those maps. So at that point, we were 9-6. We were still, ahead of a couple other teams just because we 3-0'd Soar and Bad History, which was huge. Bad History is taking maps off people. Soar is taking maps off people. So we were a little bit ahead of some teams going into Sunday. Now, going into Sunday, we knew that the magic number was going to be around 12 or 13. So, our first match, we played FaZe. And actually, no, we were supposed to play FaZe first, but they switched it. And we ended up playing Impact first. And we beat... Wait, was it? Yeah, we beat Impact 3-0, which was huge. We needed to 3-0 them. So, at that point, we're 12-6, and we're fairly confident we were going to make it into the next day. And versus FaZe, we went down 0-2. And at that point, we were 12-8, and we knew we had to win a map just to solidify our spot. And we went up big on the last Search and Destroy, and we won it, and it put us at 13-8, which locked us in for Monday. At that point, you're not even worried about winning matches. You just want to win these maps, and you want to make it to Monday, and then work from there. So we made it to Monday. We were really confident. I think the 4 teams that made it to Monday were us, FaZe, TK, and Complexity. And TK had beaten us, Complexity, and FaZe, so they got to pick who they wanted to play. And between us and FaZe, was it us and FaZe? Yeah, no, between us and Complexity, because FaZe beat Complexity, so FaZe had 2nd seed. So TK had 1st seed. Okay, and they got to pick between us and FaZe. No, us and Complexity, excuse me. They got to pick between us and Complexity. It's kind of confusing. And they picked us to play instead of Complexity. I think that was a bad decision on their part. We were a really strong Search and Destroy team, and they're a really strong Search and Destroy team, and Complexity isn't as strong in Search as both of us. So I think they should have picked Complexity to play. Might have matched up a little bit better. But nevertheless, it was an awesome match versus TK. We played them, and we won. No, we lost our first map, and then we went into Search and Destroy, beat them like 6-2 on raid. We went into the CTF. We really shined in CTF this weekend. We beat them like 3-0 CTF. Went to the hard point, and we lost by about 30, 40. And then on the last S&D, we went down 5-3. and then ended up inching our way back into the game, and we won 6-5. So that was pretty incredible. I know they were heartbroken after that match, but we really showed up. We really wanted to play Complexity again. Complexity did beat FaZe 3-0. So it was us versus them, both coming off big matches, momentum boosting matches. We played them in the finals. First map, we played Slums Hardpoint. They demolished us. They 100-point clubbed us. They beat us 250 to 95. And we just said forget it, brush that map off. We didn't want a hardpoint all weekend. We went into the second map, which was Search and Destroy on Raid, and we ended up beating them 6-1 on that map. Instantly after that, we went into the CTF, which was CTF on Slums, where we really dominated them. We went up 3-0, and we started planting sentries and like trying to play defense when we needed to be aggressive, and it really screwed us up. We were playing from our base with sentries, and they pushed up, and they got 2 flags, but in the end, they put themselves in such a big deficit that they couldn't come back, and we won that map 3-2. And then in the hardpoint, probably the craziest hardpoint of my life, we were down pretty much the whole game. And then in the transition up to Basketball Hill on Raid, we locked it down. And then it was about tied going into Middle Hill. And we had a couple big plays on Middle Hill, and we ended up taking the Raid hardpoint away from them, which was huge. At this point, we're up 3-1 in the best of 7, going into our game type, which was Search and Destroy. We just came off 3 straight map wins. They weren't coming back. We beat them 6-2 on Express Search and Destroy. And I couldn't be happier with the way the team performed. Only criticism I have of my team is we really did get demolished in hardpoint all weekend. We really only won that hardpoint in finals, and we really turned up in that map. But yeah, guys. So we ended up winning PAX. It was awesome. A couple big plays, and that 3-piece was nasty. If you guys watched that, but yeah, a couple big plays throughout the weekend. Proud of my team. Next stop is Gfinity 2. But I want to get into what happened after PAX with the roster changes. Pretty much, we could have lost at any moment at PAX, even though we did play outstanding. We really didn't win any hard points. Most of our matches went to Game 5s, and we were relying on Search and Destroy and CTF. We weren't balanced. For the whole month before the event, we tried working on hardpoint. We couldn't get it down ever. It was just such a struggle, and we really wanted to pick up a player who would elevate our hardpoint game, but who wouldn't lower our skill in the other game types. I know coming off a win, it seems weird to make a roster change, but we really, truly do feel that this is the best move for our team, guys. I think you guys will see us do really well at Gfinity, and a lot of this criticism will go away, but we did release MLG and pick up Killa. He has chemistry with Parasite. He's a 4-time world champion. He knows how to play hardpoints. His best game type. He doesn't struggle in CTF. He's good at Search and Destroy. I really think he's going to elevate our game to that next level, and I think he's what we need to, take that Gfinity title. We also play the veto system really well at MLG, and I think at Gfinity it'll be a little bit more difficult. So I think Killa will be a great addition to our team. I know that we're going to get criticized regardless of what I say, but I'm telling you guys, once Gfinity comes around next month, you guys won't be saying the same thing. So, I hope we can perform and prove to you guys that it was the right decision. But Embos is an outstanding player. He played stellar all weekend. It's just, for some reason, our team couldn't click at all in not Search and Destroy, in Hardpoint. And Hardpoint's 2 out of 5 game types. You got to be balanced every game type. So, that's all I have to say about that topic. But going on to other roster changes, Soar released Realize, and Curse picked up Miracles, and I think Optic picked up JCap, Envy picked up Merc. Now I think the teams that this is going to benefit, I think that Optic will benefit from this, and I think Merc's a good player. But I think, as they said, with the way the attitudes were and everything, if you watch their videos, I think that they probably weren't performing because of the inner conflicting attitudes between the team. And I think JCap, they'll all be happy. JCap's going to be happy to be in a new team. And I think they're going to perform just out of just pure mood. If you're in a good mood, you'll play better. So I think they'll perform really well with JCap. I will never doubt Optic's skill. I think they'll show up to G2 and play well. Envy acquired Merc, and I think they'll play well as well. I think they'll play pretty good at G2. Merc's a really solid anchor. He's good at Search and Destroy, and he's really good at communicating. So I think they'll be able to utilize Merc in a good way on that team, and I think that they'll definitely be playing well at G2. So, across the board, I think those are good pickups. Liar stepped down from Curse, and Miracles joined them. I mean, I see that team being really good at respawn game types. I think they'll be a really good team. Miracles is an aggressive sub. He's actually what that team needed. It really just depends on if BO Fire can anchor well and how well they work together as subs, bait and switching with Twiz, Complex, and Mirror. But that's a scary roster on paper. I think they'll be able to do some damage at the next event. Actually, I didn't realize this was coming to a close so early, but I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you can, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.